2.5, 1. I know what 1.5. We're live. Just kidding.
Are we? Are we?
We are live.
Hey, I'm
We're 9
alive.
seconds.
I'm alive.
9 seconds now.
Number 5 is alive.
Oh my
Do you
gosh, I
remember
love
where
that.
that's from?
I do. Short Circuit.
Dun 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 dun.
That was
Yes.
an Ali Sheedy movie. We were just talking about Ali Sheedy last night.
Yeah.
So
And
awesome. What?
welcome everybody. And do you know how they established that the robot was actually a conscious living being? Life had been created.
How?
It was able to tell a joke. It was able to create and comprehend humor.
Oh.
And it's because the action of being able to recognize humor is the definition of being alive. So that's why, folks, if you want your audience to feel alive, you got to add humor into your presentation. You got to add humor into what you're doing.
Absolutely. Hi, Natalie. Hi, PJ. Hi, Nan. We've got Coach Natalie and COO of the company on joining us live.
Woohoo! The rock star herself.
I know. She's so amazing.
I'm nervous now.
I know.
What should I say?
Yeah, humor is so important. PJ says, I love laughing.
Yes.
I do too. And Jamie is a master at interjecting his humor and at the same time, there's times where sometimes we are coming across in a different way than we think we're coming across. No nudo scans. This may change my approach to some things at the hospital. No neuro scans. Maybe it may change my approach to some things at the hospital. Right, Nan? I love it. Awesome. But there's 3 things that we can pretty much look at when it comes to any kind of breakdown around what's going on around us. So there's 3 things. Hi, Corinda. Welcome. No, we're not on Amazon Live now. Sorry. we're over on How to Sell from Stage. Welcome. Glad you're joining us. Good to have you joining us. Awesome. So the 3 things are either observation, perception, or communication. So either I observed the situation incorrectly, or I perceived it incorrectly, meaning I interpreted, I read it wrong, or I communicated incorrectly. So any breakdown can be that or a combination of things. And in any breakdown, both parties are doing one or all 3. Now, sometimes it might seem like if the party's doing all 3, it seems like, whoa, you're really, I don't know where you're coming from, right? But if we really look and break down a situation, we can take a step back and go, oh, I can see where I didn't communicate that correctly, or I can see where I perceived that individual incorrectly. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Super glad you're here.
Hello, Jenny. Hello,
For
PJ,
some weird reason, none of the names are for me today.
I'm muted?
No, you're not muted. I said for some weird reason, none of the names are showing up in, like, we're on StreamYard. So none of the names are coming up on StreamYard. Like, not even your name usually, and not even Jenny's. Usually Jenny's comes up. So thumbs off on our tech today. Yeah. Which is another form of communication, technology. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 fundamental forms of communication that take place. And that's team or personal. So your team, your group, your personal public communication. And then there's the audience or the public or the outside communication. And so there's personal, there's public, and then there's systems. So your technology and your systems, how you communicate with them, how you use them, and are they automatically communicating out into the environment the way that you're meant? And AI is great, yet AI can make assumptions. Your autocorrect communication, this is one of the things that you have to be aware of. And that's because autocorrect, double check your message before you hit send. Read it.
I've sent messages.
When I was a publishing consultant for a world publishing company, and Amy and I would go all over the world helping authors create success with their books. Fun gig. Yet I was also in charge of the promotional aspects with their book launch or lead up to their book launch, and they would have something called an author booth. AUTHORBOOTH, author booth. So I was speaking to one female author, and in my text chat, I sent a message that said, I'm really excited to see the setup of your author booth. Yet my quick fingers and autocorrect changed author booth to awesome butt. Thank goodness she had a sense of humor, and with all my professional lead up to her author booth, she knew that was potentially a mistake. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that's it. And she goes, it's okay. So
right. And then that's a really great point. You had a bunch of lead up points to her. She knew you. You had created a connection with her. You created community with her. You'd created friendship with her. So when something weird like that happened, she's like, this is not Jamie, Yeah. My daughters asked me to stop sending talk texts. Oh, but those are so fun. PJ. Awesome. So it's going to boil down to those three things. Usually it's communication, but often it's perception.
Yeah.
So often it's perception. And because people don't necessarily say what they mean. And then also people are kind of very unconscious about their own communication. Sometimes they're not even aware of what they're saying and doing.
Yeah.
And so then when you say back to them, hey, you just said this or did this, it kind of comes as a shock to that person.
Yep. Perception is, I'm hearing an echo. Is that your end? Oh, yeah. Perception is very important in regards to how you receive information and how you send the information. Because if you have a belief structure, and we all have belief structures, we're all troubled in some fashion or form. We're all wearing a mask. We're all pretending we're not wearing a mask. And that trouble and suffering is a result of our childhood reward and punishment. So we have belief structures. Now, the belief structure actually is a vibrational context in your energy field. If you strongly believe something, take, for example, you're in love. You're looking through the filter of love. Everything you see is beautiful. Now, if you change that filter to anger because of something else, then everything you see is coming from that. Why would they do that? Why is that a problem? You're looking through an anger filter. So every thought you have is changing the way you perceive the environment. So being very clear in your communication breaks down the miscommunication that's possible. So perception is very important.
And also, and we all do this when we are communicating, and I did it this morning. Jamie's can you use adjectives and nouns instead of this or that? Using specifics when you're talking about things. Non-specific things, but using specifics. So if I'm talking about line 27 on the spreadsheet, then I need to say line 27 on the spreadsheet, So not just when I'm pulling this over to here to this, it's like, what are you doing? So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of people, and this is also true in your relationships, because after you spend a period of time together, what happens is you start to finish each other's
sandwiches.
Yeah. As you can tell, that's not the first time I've done that. My timing was off nonetheless. Yet you have assumption communication. You assume the other person knows what you're talking about because you know what you're talking about. So you start to shorten up your communication because time is a precious thing. So you go, yeah, we'll just put this over there and then do that. And you're like, absolutely. And then next time You see the person, they're like, hey, did you put the cat into the vet to get the operation? No, I picked up milk from the grocery store. I did what you told me. I didn't tell you that. I was
Yeah.
it's like this over there and then do that could mean anything. So be very precise with your communication. This is super important in your text or digital communication. When you start to paraphrase elements, miscommunication happens. And when you're in a group chat situation, a thumb may ask a question, and then this other thumb may ask a question, and you're getting answers locked into this. Like, this is a yes, this is a yes, this is a yes for this question, thumb, and these are no's for this question, thumb. But when it's locked in like this and you've just answered yes or no, people are confused. It's like, oh, I asked, do you want to come to the banquet? And you supplied no. No, but it wasn't. I was replying no to, do you want to pay tax 10 times? That's what I was saying no to, and yes to the banquet, but it got mixed up. So be very clear. Actually say, yes, I do want to come to the banquet. No, I will not pay tax 10 times in 1 year. Respond to the communication in a clear format so everyone knows exactly what you're talking about.
And the funny thing about this is that our brain actually literally has to override in order to do this, because our brain is designed to conserve energy. And so our brain's designed to shorten that stuff.
Yep.
Our brain is designed to shorten our language to try to be more effective. But often we're being ineffective when that happens. So
absolutely.
And man, we just had a really amazing event, right, Jamie?
Yeah.
That was incredible. We really made some really good friends. We got to meet PJ at that event. PJ's on here right now. And if some of you, we also have, can you see us down here? We can see you down there. We do. Hi, Nan. Hi, everybody. So yes, absolutely. So if you guys wanted more information and you didn't get a chance, you guys can still get booked onto our calendars, but only if you're like really like, hey, I want to get started, but this just, I don't know how I can do it right now. Here's the thing, guys, do not tell yourselves no. Let us take a look at it. Let us figure it out. Maybe we can help you find some resources. Our job is not to get you to purchase Jace's program. Our job is to get you to take a next step in your life, wherever that is. So look, we're not going to pressure you or anything. If you get on a call with us, we're literally just going to get on to help you. So where's that next step? If you think you want a next step with us, then let us figure out how we can get you there, or how you can get there. If you're really wanting Jace's help. If not, that's cool too. And keep coming in and keep joining us, and we'll keep helping you in here. And that's totally okay too. So either way, we would love to have you guys join us though. So just have a conversation. Don't tell yourself no. We will tell you no if it's not going to work or if it's not a right fit for you. And at this moment, it might be temporary, right?
Absolutely. And if it's not a right fit, I mean, let us know why. We're interested to know why as well. Also remember what we're talking about, the perception filter. A lot of people have a perception filter of what's possible based on what hasn't worked for them in the past. So they're bringing their past, putting it in front of their eyes, and then looking through their past into something in the present, and then writing their future through what they perceive in the present based on their past. So they're recreating their future from their past.
When you
recreate your future from your past, you just recreate your past, and then you go, oh, nothing ever changes, nothing ever works away. We need to become self-aware of our perception filters so that we can communicate to our future clearly and make it possible.
And I just did a whole training on being clear about communication, and then I was not clear on my communication. Yes, by joining us. Yes, I mean black belt. So black belt was the offer that Jace offered. Oh wow! I just got off a call with my disability rep to help me fund a grant for the 20K. Oh my gosh, goodness, fantastic!
That is so awesome.
Natalie says, so trippy to see this happen in real time. Yeah, pretty cool, isn't it?
All time is real, Natalie. That's why there's clocks.
Awesome. And so, PJ, reach out to me personally.
Yeah.
You and I can on a phone call. Yeah. So yeah, when you're ready. No big deal, no pressure. And so, yeah. So like I said, just don't tell yourself no, let us tell you no. So, and congratulations, way to get resourceful. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Nice,
And if
nice,
you need
nice.
help getting resourceful, let us help you. Like we coach people all the time to help you figure it out. Like, and again, whether your next step is with us or not, let's just have a conversation. So awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you guys next Monday at 1 p.m. I have no idea what we're going to talk about next week.
We haven't communicated to each other about it yet.
We have not.
I've had my perceptions. She's had her assumptions, and the communication has not occurred.
Yeah. And Natalie said, so trippy to see that happen in real time. So she was talking about the communication, like me not saying the communication. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really cool. It's very cool. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. We're so honored to spend time with you. Jamie, what should they remember?
Remember, folks, that everybody in the world is having their own little struggle or big struggle with something. And there's something you can do to make the world a much better place. It's a simple action. It's sharing a smile. When you smile, it increases your health and their health and the perception that stuff is possible. So when you're out and about, do a good little thing, smile at a stranger, and if you're adventurous, give them a little wink.
Well, guys, see you guys.